What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Miller's Music Mondays. Hi, how's everyone doing? Willing and able, I see. Good, ready. People are ready. So ready. You're so ready. Yeah, tonight is going to be really fun. Thanks for tuning in. You make my Mondays fun, so you make my Mondays the highlight of the night. I don't know. Not necessarily the highlight of the week because it's the beginning of the week, but you make Mondays fun. Everybody hates Mondays. Now, you watching this make it fun for me. So I love Mondays. Anyway, I'm going to start off like I usually do and then bring my guests on. I'm really excited tonight about my guests, and I'm picking some darker material tonight. And this is one that I wrote with Amy Vorpal for the show Foreververse, and I thought I haven't played this one in a while, so I thought I'd kick it off for you. This one's called "In This Town." In this town, they don't know your name. No one cares, you gotta make your own way. Deaf to every word that you say. In this town, people pass you by. They look at the ground before they look you in the eye. You can't tell the truth from a lie. In this town, in this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you need the end of the road. In this town, they'll never let you go. In this town, they'll feed on your fear. Show them you're weak and you'll just disappear. Your soul becomes a cheap souvenir. In this town, you can't get out a back door. Nothing's enough, they'll just keep looking more. You're not the only one keeping score. In this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you meet the end of the road. In this town, they'll never let you go. Visions from the south by the sea. The church is all out there. The market's in the middle. My place in this town not always be nowhere. In this town, you learn how to make it alone. In this town, you forget how it feels to be home. In this town, you meet the end of the road. In this town, we'll never let you go. Yeah. All right. Well, without any further ado, let me bring on my guests, Zach and Buzz from Dead Animal Assembly Plant. What's up?
Hello.
Howdy.
How's everyone doing out there in Twitch land?
You guys look amazing.
Well, thank you. So do
Thank
you.
you for dressing up for the show.
Absolutely. How could we not? We don't get an opportunity to play much at all anymore, so we love playing dress up.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Are you guys in your studio?
Yeah. So this is a home studio. I kind of like cleared some things out to give us some flailing space, so we're not too like on top of each other.
Right. Yeah. Um, yeah. So what have you been up to? I know we discovered today that both of our new albums are coming out on March 26th.
Yeah, that's an amazing coincidence. I'm all for that. So yeah, that's what we've been up to is getting the new album ready. It's actually because of the pandemic, it got delayed by like a year
Yeah.
because this is the first album that we actually have on a record label. So it's being released via Armalite Industries, and they want to hold off because of the pandemic, which I completely understand. Uh, and all's well that ends well because it allowed us to actually create some additional tracks. So
Oh,
now,
great. I was going to ask that.
yeah. In fact, one of the tracks that we're playing tonight, the first time that we're playing this version of it, um, is going to be on that album. So
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I mean, the pandemic has done some. It's it's certainly thrown all musicians a loop, and some people delayed their releases. Some people were like, "Screw it, let's put it out anyway," or they delayed it for a while and then put it out. Um, and then others wrote more. So it's good to see that. If maybe is it a concept album or is it just like you kind of keep the collections the same as you put them out?
this the album is it's called Bring Out the Dead, which funny enough, who this was before the pandemic when this thing was done, so who knew it would be relevant? But I guess this is not our first virus rodeo as a human
Right.
being. um, so is kind of there's a loose narrative to it. It's not like concept in the sense of like The Wall, where it's like a beginning to end kind of story, but there is it is like it kind of starts with like opening the gates to it's very kind of like Dante-esque, where it's like opening the gates to the underworld, and then it kind of ends with leaving it. So that'd be the first 10 tracks, and then the two bonus tracks were just kind of like extras thrown on there.
Great. Okay. Well, and what's the first song you're going to play for us?
So the first song, it's an older one. When we wrote this about 5, 6 years ago, we didn't know that it would have such social relevance today. So it's kind of funny that it's become almost like our public service announcement. It was originally written as a murder ballad, but now now it's about social distancing because it's called 6 Feet Lower. So we figured
Yeah, perfect.
yeah, I figure we open up with a socially relevant song. So think of it more like, hey, let's get out of this pandemic and let's be a little socially conscious and
Yeah,
be
all right. I like it. I like it. All right, 6 feet lower.
all right. Here we go. Let's get creepy, everybody. The earth is at my feet, and you 6 feet beneath. My father told me, son, mercy's for the weak. My breath begins to race as red fills empty space. My hands are blessed with blood and the image of your face. I fall right through the cracks like eyes are rolling back, and worms will stake their claim. The mead's all blue and black. I miss the games we played, called predator and prey. My mother told me, son, the dead will have their day. rise up from the depths and from their mouths they scream rampant. I'm burying you in chains this time, so they will never find. I wanna get you 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me. 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me now. To run away from me now. To run away from me. To say at least I haven't yet. They say we're all a little bit here, so this is no accident. Shadowed like a grave, so that bed here I have made, and so I need that deeper still. You see, I cannot get away now. The dead will rise up from the depths, and from their mouths they scream rampant. I'm burying you in chains this time, so they will never find. I wanna get you. 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me. 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me now. Slip away into the dark. We begin to start breaking down. Cleanse our wicked ways. The days get so much bleaker now. Everybody now, 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me. 6 feet is where I want you. 6 feet is where I need you. 6 feet is where I left you to run away from me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's one hell of a way to start.
Thanks. Figured, start spooky.
Right.
Spooky.
Yeah, you make me long for my Godhead days a little bit. So
you had some banging ass makeup, man.
Yeah. It'd be a little interesting now with the beard, to kind of to put it back on.
You could spookify that beard right up.
Yeah, we can spookify it a bit for sure.
You just like I remember seeing you live, and you had the bit with the, I think it was during Penetrate with the gas mask. It was like,
yeah. I still have that guy.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, see? Oh, you got that. You got that shit.
I hollowed it out with I hollowed out the face mask area with like this child's toy. It was called like the mouth warper. And so that's what we didn't use that in the recording, but I always used it live.
It was
so we met at Wasteland Weekend,
yes.
which probably I would guess most of the people watching right now know what Wasteland Weekend is, but for those who don't, oh, and thanks for the sub, Stranger Danger Show, which is your show.
Yeah, that's a show that I co-host with another bandmate, Eric. Yeah, we stream like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and it's like gaming, comedy, us being stupid together.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Twitch is such a great place for so many different things, and I think like the fact that we all have to socially distance from each other right now has made it more made things feel slightly more normal, I would say. But we met at Wasteland, and Wasteland Weekend is a festival that I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe to people right off the bat. I guess we could say everyone dresses up like it's the apocalypse, or like not like the actual apocalypse that we're in now, but a fictionalized version of it.
It's like Fallout. It's like the game Fallout in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You have like the bottle cap like exchanges, like almost like currency. You have the Atomic Cafe, and it's like it's super fashionable. And yeah,
My manager just wrote. He just called it Mad Max Coachella.
It totally is, except it doesn't have that like corporatized kind of like arrogance.
No,
Everyone
it's not corporatized. In fact, I would say music is almost an afterthought. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a music festival. Music happens at the festival, but it's not a music festival. Would you agree?
Oh yeah. And I think I kind of like it that way because it makes it feel like more immersive. The fact that it's not building a festival around the bands. It's kind of like adding these bands that kind of contribute to this idea of what Wasteland is.
There's so much more going on. It's like drag show.
Right. Yeah.
Dildo races.
Yeah.
You got your bands and you have
everything.
Yeah. There's a Thunderdome. There's all different kinds of combat going on. There's dance parties. There's car shows. There's demolitions happening. There's
which everyone's
movies happen. It's crazy.
And what's great is like everyone like checks that kind of like ego at the gates, and everyone is just really just happy to be there.
Yeah, so more like Mad Max Ren Fair, Diabolical Sister wrote.
That's.
But anyway, I wrote. It's funny. So my last album was called In the Wasteland, but it wasn't necessarily inspired by Wasteland Weekend. But then when Jared, one of the organizers of it, heard that I had that song, we talked about using footage from Wasteland Weekend for that music video, which was great because there's so many awesome things that happen there, like we just said, and I was able to use a lot of the footage, not only from my concerts there, but from just everybody doing their thing. So I thought I'd make that my second song, since that's where we met, even though it's an acoustic version and just me kind of, acousticizing it. But this is what I got. So this is what I'm coming at you.
Acousticize the hell out of it.
Right. Okay, here it comes. Lost in the desert, can't find my way. Sky brings me out for every day. Madness surrounds me, can't let it in. I ever home, don't know where to begin. Tell me so. Everywhere observation just consuming me. I got a feeling that I just can't shake. Some kind of trouble or some kind of mistake. Oh, I'm a wasteland. You can't believe that I want. Just make a break for it, turn till I'm wrong. You're the wasteland. You can't believe your own surprise in the darkness. Always lies. It's been way too long since you've seen a friendly face. Don't know the day, don't know my name. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, yeah, my wasteland. You can't believe that I want. Just make a break for it. I'm tempted and wrong. In my wasteland, you can't believe your own surprise in the darkness. Always lies, always lies, always lies.
Woo! Everyone better be
Yeah.
clapping out there and throwing in those lighter emotes that you have.
I know, man. Do you guys have emotes for your channel yet?
So for the Stranger Danger one, we do. On the Dead Animal Assembly Plant one, I just started streaming, so I haven't hit affiliate yet. I'm almost there. So then, then I need to do all that fancy stuff.
Your emotes would be amazing, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've been thinking about like what would I do? I would have to have like a bloody cleaver at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, knowing my sense of humor, I probably would have to scale some of it back because it would probably go against some terms of service on on Twitch.
And by the way, we've got a lot of your info scrolling through there, and the Stranger Danger show is also in chat talking. Who I guess is you're the guitar player from your band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 2 guitar players, bassist, and a drummer. Normally.
And you guys are located in the Portland area.
Yeah, except he's actually in Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're a little scattered.
So before COVID times, I guess you would get together, before a tour to rehearse, right? And everybody would come together, tour, and then go on your merry way. It's like now it's hard to get together with anybody that's not in the same town and that's not quarantined and safe and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, but it's been kind of, I would say, like, I mean, through the pandemic times, it's kind of forced people to think a little bit outside the box of what they can and can't do, what they should or shouldn't do to keep moving their art forward, because it's so easy to get like stagnant and stale and just kind of collapse in on yourself. And so it's like doing stuff like Twitch, and doing Zoom meetings where you can like collaborate on music by sharing your screen, and then using things like Listen To, where you can like stream like 48K audio. It's kind of like trying to get outside, color outside the lines a little bit. You kind of have to.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the good thing is we adapt, right? We figure out a way to, for those of us that it's a passion. Music is a passion for musicians, and there's no way about it. And there's something ingrained in us to want to perform, clearly, but beyond that, it's like we want to get our art out to people, and Twitch is another way of doing it. So let's hear another song from you guys.
All right, so this is a new one off the album that will be out March 26th. It's I'm always been a big fan of like the old like Western storytellers like Johnny Cash or Marty Robbins, or like people like Leonard Cohen, who didn't write songs, they told stories. So I wanted to write a ghost story about the ghost of Frederick Nietzsche coming to me one night from hell, warning me about things to come. So this next one is called "The Ghost of Frederick Nietzsche."
All right. Did he warn you about this?
Uh, he did, but it was in angry German, and I couldn't quite understand.
Ah. All right. Next time, take German. Okay.
Ghost of Frederick Nietzsche came to me one night to talk of many things pertaining to his life. If God was dead, he must be then like Reiki Shaw and camels. The Superman of past pretends like broken in and shambles. The ghost of Frederick Nietzsche came to me one night to wail and moan a disposition of his current plight. It seems his apparition bound chains around his feet and sinks into the drink on where the river Delta meets. And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. We're all a little sinful if the devil have his way. We're all a little sinful if the devil have his way, yeah. Hey! 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 The ghost of Frederick Nietzsche came to me again. On false pretense he claimed to speak as if to be my friend. Just you wait, your future is a fake assault for breath. And I shall see you one more time upon the threat of death. We're all a little dead, yeah. 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 And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. We're all a little sinful if the devil have his way. We're all a little sinful if the devil have his way, yeah. The ghost of Frederick Nietzsche saw me one more time, stalking like a shadow as the light fell from my eyes. He's screaming as he cast me into burning lakes of fire. Welcome to the world where the wicked never tire. The ghost of this narrator will come to you one night to talk of many things pertaining to my life. If I knew then what I know now, I'd hide beneath the covers. Life is but a glimpse into the pain you will discover. We're all little dead here. 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 And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. And all the dead say nothing cause there's nothing left to say. We're all little sinful if the devil have his way. We're all little sinful if the devil have his way, yeah. We're all a little dead here. Whew. And there you have it.
Beware the ghost of Frederick Nietzsche, everyone.
Yeah, really. Were you able to put any German in there?
No, some samples. No.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I know like broken German, but I don't want to like straight up insult anyone.
I'm with you. When I toured Germany years ago, we did a cover of Heroes by David Bowie, and I learned it in German because he had done a version in German, And so I learned sort of phonetically how he did it, and I wrote down notes on that I wrote on a piece of paper, sort of phonetically how to do it, and then Germans would see how I phonetically wrote their words and laugh at me. So it's always safer to probably just stick with what you got, right?
At least you didn't like call yourself a donut, like
Right, I know. Ich ein Berliner, right?
in Ein Berliner.
So famous. Hey, Buzz, I want to talk to you a little bit about your guitar.
Yeah.
Tell me about it, because first of all, the headstock is very unique looking, and I really dig it. And
By Moxie Guitars, man.
yeah, it's by Moxie, right?
Yeah.
Can you actually give her your mic, because I can barely hear
Okay.
her.
Yeah, Moxie Guitars.
And is there some functionality to the headstock, or is that just the way they designed it?
Yeah, this is just how they just designed it. Like, cause I picked this right off. He hit me up for an endorsement, cause I mean he saw us at Wasteland, and this is the one I picked because I'm like, oh yeah, look at that body.
Yeah, it's so great. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, we actually got connected. The sound guy that does Wasteland like every year, Todd, for Chino Sounds. I think he went to like Berkeley with the guy who started Moxie Guitars, and like connected them. And so she has one, and Eric from Stranger Danger Show, he has a custom guitar too. And I'm so jealous.
And where are they located?
East Coast, Jersey. I think they're from Jersey.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And by the way, I want to say to everybody in chat, thank you for the subs and the follows, everyone. I tried to get your PayPal me link to work, and I couldn't get it to work. So if people want to support Dan Animal Assembly Plant tonight, please subscribe to their Twitch channel to support, or follow them on Spotify. We've got all the major stuff that any sort of musician these days needs,
Yeah. Weird. It's like paypal.me/dead
yeah, I couldn't get it. I copied it exactly, and I couldn't get it to work.
They just don't want us
So
to have money.
I don't know what happened, but I definitely want, if people want to support you, at least they can subscribe to your channel, and that'll at least give you something. Or I can put, if you guys want to donate, I can donate to our channel, and I'll forward it on to them too, because I have a donate button below that works.
And like all of our stuff's on Bandcamp. So if you'd like stuff you hear, go to our Bandcamp. Our entire catalog of music is on there, and we're doing like pre-orders now for the new album. So
Great. Are you doing like packages, like merch packages and things like that?
yeah. So since the label is based out of the UK, and if people like order the physical copy from the Bandcamp store, it is being sent from the UK. So we're like signing some still frames from our last music video, and sending like a bunch of like merch out to them so they can include it in with the CDs to kind of sweeten the deal.
Oh, great. And one of my moderators, one of my mods, the Demono, just put a link to Moxie Guitars there too,
Nice.
so people can check those guitars out. I'm gonna check it out.
Oh God,
Cool.
you would love it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's very your aesthetic.
So I remember when we met at Wasteland last year, that I remember you telling me, Zach, that Buzz was a big Godhead fan. So I worked up a new Godhead song. I've worked up about 9 or 10 acoustically, but I worked up one from our Shadowline album to play for Buzz tonight that I haven't played for anybody yet. So this will be an exclusive.
Thank you. I'm beating
So
myself.
this is the first song from our album, The Shadowline, called "Trapped in Your Lies," and we'll see if I can remember it. I had to Google the chords. That's how long it's been, and luckily they were there. Several different sites had them up, so I guess that's good when you can Google chords to your own song.
to for this time. I've opened up my eyes. I see all your minds through your skies this time. I'm breaking down your line. I'm trapped in your eyes. You push me too far this time. I've opened up my eyes. I see all your minds through your disguise this time. I'm breaking down your. I'm trapped in your eyes. Push me too far this time. I've opened up my eyes. I see all your minds through your disguise this time. I'm breaking down your lies.
Woo!
Bravo.
Now, how long did it take for the muscle memory to come back?
Well, you can probably tell by the beginning of that if somebody goes back and looks at that. Hey, thanks for the sub, Jim JD. If they'll see, it took a second, but then I don't know, about halfway through the first verse, I think I got it.
It's funny, like no matter the musician, like how many, like I don't know, how many ways you abuse your brain, there's always somewhere locked up in there. There's like your file of songs that you've written, and it's like, oh, here we go. I can do this. I just need a little jump start.
Exactly. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many years have gone by. If your yeah, muscle memory, your brain, everything. So you're like, oh yeah, that's how that goes. So, the Goth Father El Paso 666. Hello.
Oh yes,
They've got to be with you, right?
yeah. How'd you know?
I just guessed. It could be with either one of us, honestly.
To be honest, this is very true. Actually, I mean, you kind of paved the way more for bands like us, because I mean, you're like one of the people that we, looked up to and were inspired by. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And
you're the guy.
it's always a part of me, and always will be a part of me. So I've never I appreciate that. Like it's just it's a piece of me that will live on forever. So
Yeah, I mean, and if you think about it, this is a legacy, and you are putting something back into the ether that, like, I think everyone here out in the chat, at some point in their life, music was the only thing that pulled them through, the only thing that like made it so they could wake up the next day, and on any sense of the level, be able to put that back in. And if you're able to make someone's day just for the 4 minutes that your song is playing, like that's everything, that's worth it.
yeah, I agree. I mean that it if anything that we put out into the world helps somebody else, even like in the smallest of ways, like it is a huge I don't know, it feels like something more, right? It gives us something, it connects us, and it also makes us feel like we're going down the right path.
Yeah, and it
So
also makes you realize that whatever you're feeling, whatever you're fighting,
You're not doing it alone.
you're not alone. Exactly. There's this thing that does bind us all, whether it's our tragedy, or it's our triumph, or anger, or depression. Like it's universally binding, and we can, through art and music, we can realize like, oh crap, like we're not alone. We don't have to face this by ourselves.
right, absolutely.
Which is more
Couldn't have said
important
it
now.
better. So what are you gonna play for us next?
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, going along a little bit of levity. I want to keep that going and not jump into brevity yet. So the next song, actually, this ties into Twitch. So our first soiree with Twitch was about 5-6 years ago. Is we were approached by a guy named Dan Paul, and he has some of you out there may know he has a Twitch channel called the Sour Kool-Aid Show. And
I see him in the chat.
oh yeah, I love him. He's an amazing guy, hilarious comedian, and we got connected. And he invited us to come on to his show. And the first time we were on there, he had Andrew WK on.
Oh wow.
So he had got Andrew WK to come out to, at the time, the Oregon coast and hang out, and he invited us. And so kind of the impetus to this next song is that when he was a child, he created a character called Iron Face. And it was like this anti-hero who would is like rampant violence, like an 11-year-old would write, So when he had us on with Andrew WK, he had Andrew WK read the very first Iron Face that he ever wrote when he was a kid. And it's become kind of this Twitch kind of cult following. And so shortly after being on that show, he asked us, like, hey, do you want to write an Iron Face song? I'm like, absolutely. Are you kidding? And it's become, since then, one of our favorite songs to do live. And it kind of has this, it's like, it's not inside joke, but kind of like this inside thing, which like most people don't know, that we wrote it based off of, our friend who has a Twitch channel about a story that he wrote when he was 11. And we were hanging out with Andrew WK. It's like, what? This is so weird. So this last year, he actually had a Kickstarter to have an Iron Face comic book made.
Oh, cool.
Which he hit the marks. And so
and then immediately got a cease and desist from Marvel. They're like, it's too close to Iron Man.
Except Iron Face is like the antithesis of Iron Man, because there's like, he just this wrecks everyone and there's no morality behind it, which is awesome.
Which an 11-year-old definitely would come up with, I'm sure.
Exactly.
Oh, that's great.
So we redid the song for his Kickstarter, because they did like a trailer, like teaser cartoon, like proof of concept. So they wanted to use the Iron Face song, but it was so dated that we're just like, no, we want to redo the whole thing. So we redid the whole thing. They used it for the Kickstarter, and now the Kickstarter's done. So now this is going to actually be on the new album as one of bonus tracks. So this will be the first time that we're playing this version, which is the updated version of Iron Face. So,
are you going to call it like Iron Face 2.0, or what are you calling it now, like for the new version?
Totally not as creative as that. It's like literally Iron Face 2021 version. Okay. That's so lame in hindsight.
Are you premiering it now, or have we heard it? Well, they heard it on the Kickstarter, but are you premiering it live?
People have heard Iron Face live, but over the years it's changed so much. And so this version is the first time playing the 2021 version, like redo of the song. So it's like a premiere of the revamp.
All right.
That's the way I can describe it. And what's kind of cool is like the little voice samples that you'll hear in it are actually Andrew WK's voice from him reading the story on that show. We kind of sampled it.
Oh, cool.
So this goes out to all Twitch out there and any Cooligans, and Dan Paul, you're out there. I love you. You're the best. And this is Iron Face.
Of the legend, the monster or the beast, whose mayhem couldn't contain him. He was a plague infecting the east. When the cops sealed the fate of the mental blade, they can't stop the twisted many Iron Face. Ow! Iron Face! Iron Face! Iron Face! Iron Face! Ow! a sad and angry man, a nip-smacking whore, mad the business end of a friend named Death, sent in human form. Then they burned, fire rained down from the sky. What they learned, that iron faces would not die. But there was no time for flow. Iron face! Iron face! Iron face! Iron face! Iron face! Hey! 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 Iron face! Iron face! Hey! 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 Iron face! So he laid his head in a coffin's bed. He lives out for your fear. No time for flowers here. Iron Face says, "This is what she knows. This is what she knows. This is what she knows." But there was no time to flow. 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 But there was no time for flowers. Iron Face! Iron Face! Iron Face! Iron Face! Iron Face! Hey! 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 Iron Face! Iron Face! Hey! 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 Iron Face! Wow! All hail! Iron Face! All hail! Iron Face! All hail! Iron Face! All hail! Iron Face!
Yeah. Was that the Iron Face too?
So,
Yeah, you
Always
guys tell me about the plague mask.
oh yeah, I mean, it's funny how like I've had this for probably close to 10 years, and definitely in the amount of time it's become the Iron Face mask, and oddly relevant now. Who knew?
Yeah. Do you wear that to Walmart? I would.
You know, I want to. I haven't yet. I just need to find someone who will follow me with like a cell phone and at least like videotape me. I would totally walk through with the whole like get up of
Like
those
the
Walmart.
doctor. Yeah.
I probably would be
should.
the weirdest person in Walmart.
I would love to see that. So hopefully that you can.
If anyone out there is in Portland
Do you
area.
guys know the Mortician?
Yeah.
Because so the Mortician wrote that they played that for Andrew Bernarski, the actor who played, Leatherface.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's funny because Andrew Bernarski broke a chair at my house once.
Oh, please. All right, what's that story? You got to tell it now.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like that. It wasn't that dramatic. It's just we had a party and we put out a lot of folding chairs. I think one kind of like this, and he just sort of sat down on it really hard and broke it. And then he said, "Well, that's what you get for pushing 300." And he said it to me, and I was like, "Well, what do you mean that's what I get? You're the one that broke the chair."
But you get a broken chair. You're welcome.
Yeah, I guess I got a broken chair from Leatherface. So, what are you gonna do?
I mean,
But he's a Hollywood staple. Everybody knows Andrew around here. So
Well, we guys just breaking chairs together. Is that why he was coming over? Like, hey, some people break bread, some people break chairs.
Oh, Diabolical Sister just reminded me that he had a girl on his lap as well. And it was literally one of these folding chairs, and this can't take Andrew and a girl.
Now,
So.
the question is, do you think it would have broken anyway?
I don't. Well, it depends on how hard he sat down on it. Anyway, I won't speculate. But boy, we've got a lot of great viewers tonight. For anybody that's new, welcome to Miller's Music Mondays. I'm Jason Charles Miller. This is my channel. My guests tonight are Dead Animal Assembly Plant, and we're spamming their info through Nightbot, and they've got a Twitch channel as well. And we're all just out here trying to do our thing as best we can in these times,
these end days.
So I've got one song left slated for me, and I thought I would play one that the video for this one is definitely Wasteland-ish. I wrote this song oddly about Jesus's walk in the desert, but from Satan's point of view. So growing up in like a Judeo-Christian household, going to church and whatnot, I knew the story of Jesus wandering in the desert for 40 days and the devil trying to tempt him. And so I thought, well, what was the devil going through? What was going through his mind when he was trying to tempt him, and it didn't work. So that's what I wrote this one about. It's called Get Thee Behind Me. So this will be my last song of the evening. He was sailing down the river to the Sea of Galilee. Our Pharisees and Sadducees to work for me. He was walking on the water near the shores of Magadan. I was hiding in the desert with a wicked plan. I remember every face. Hang me a while, and you live in disgrace. Making water in the wine, stones in the bed. Remember what he said. Get thee behind me. Get thee behind me. Behind me, 'cause the devil won't show what you know you don't know. Yeah, he was running in the wilderness 40 days and 40 nights. Ever would have said to him I couldn't get right. Took him up the highest mountain with a view of all the land. I thought just a glimpse of power would make him down. Making water in a wine, stones in the well, another room what he said. Yeah. Get thee behind me, get thee behind me, 'cause the devil won't show what I know you don't know. Get thee behind me, get thee behind me, get thee behind me, 'cause the devil won't show what I know you don't know. Oh, get thee behind me. Oh, 'cause the devil won't show what I know you don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, devil won't show what I know you don't know.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'll get behind you. I'll get behind you, Jason.
So if you check out that video, I forgot to say, so I play myself in the video and I play the devil in the video. And it looks very wastelandy. We'll just say that. You can definitely see, we sort of filmed it in the same general, that California desert. You know, I think the reason why the movie industry did so well here for so long is that you drive an hour in any direction from LA, it can look like anywhere in the world. You know? So.
Yeah, I mean, oh my God. Especially like you have places like the Salton Sea. Like if you want,
Yeah, we filmed part of it by the Salton Sea too.
yes, it's like, oh, you want burned out post-apocalyptic. Boom. There you go.
What a terrible story behind the Salton Sea too. It's like they tried to make a resort and it just backfired.
Well, yeah, it's because like it was like all the like meddling of like with all the I think it was like all the different irrigation and then made all the like the salt levels go up to a dangerous level, killed all the wildlife. It's just,
Yeah,
now it's like a great place to do photo shoots.
it really is for artists like us, absolutely. But it's it's a hard lesson. Don't mess with Mother Nature.
Mother Nature will
And you know
always
what?
win.
I was doing your other bandmates who are not there a disservice, because technically it's Zach and Buzz from Dead Animal Assembly Plant, but the rest of your band is out there.
Yes. One woman's in chat.
I know. So you actually have what 6 members? 5 members? 6 members?
5. So we have a live drummer, me, Buzz on guitar, Eric guitar, and then we have Nick on bass.
Jason on drums.
Yeah. Did I say?
Say Jason.
I thought I said Jason on drums. I thought that was the first thing I said.
Well, he said live drummer.
Oh,
He didn't
Jason
say
on
the
drums.
name.
Oof, man, I am just scatterbrained. In fact, what's kind of like what's awesome about Jason is not just his name, but he's also like a really talented welder. So he made this
Oh my
this
gosh.
mic stand.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Like the stuff that he can do with metal is insane.
Is he up in Oregon with you?
Yeah, he's up here. He does like fabrication and stuff for a living, and yeah, like the metal art he does is just it's incredible. Like he's such an insanely talented drummer too. He just blows my goddamn mind. Ridiculous.
Yeah, triple threat, I guess.
I know, he's intimidating.
Fantastic drummer, great metal worker, named Jason. What else? What else can you ask for?
That's all there is. You guys can like hook up and just have like Jason squared.
We could, yeah.
J squared.
Well, I can't thank you guys enough for coming on the show tonight. I always let my my guests have the last song, of course. So, what are you guys going to close this out with?
So we're gonna close out with we feel is like one of our classics. It was the first music video that we ever made, and it was out here and it was under like the worst possible conditions. We filmed in 3 locations. One was a junkyard. It was like in the middle of like one of the worst winters in the Pacific Northwest. So it was like snowing. It was like 14 degrees, like 2 feet of snow, and everyone was miserable. But it kind of helped the music video feel more authentic because the misery.
Yeah, it's for the we have to suffer for our art, right?
Exactly. So we're gonna close out with one that we love doing live. It's one that we generally close out our set with, and it's called "Rise with Me," and it's about the like idea of the media exploitation of violence and mass shootings and things like that. So it's kind of written from this perspective of a person who is like on the edge of breaking, and then they see the endless barrage of glorification of violence in a sense, and then it's like it makes them want to have that high score like a video game, essentially.
It's a lot of people's favorite song. It's Michelle the Vampire Queen's favorite song.
Oh, well, I guess we close a good one to end on. So,
Yeah.
So we'll end on Rise with Me. I mean, thank you again for inviting us on the show. This was a huge honor. This is amazing. So
The honor's all mine. I mean, look at, you guys really like now that you've set up for this, I really think you should start doing more concerts on your own Twitch channel. I mean, like it looks fantastic, sounds great. You guys really went for it. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, anytime you want us to have us back, we'll slap on more makeup. Any excuse, no excuse actually. All right, so there, everyone. This is Rise with Me.
Gets me closer to the TV. We are all victims born to be set free. The reckoning comes with hedging our sentiments. A 12-gauge reality at my fingertips. Yeah. Come on, kids. Raise your guns to the sky. Don't you want to die in infamy? Rise with me. Come on, kids. Raise your guns to the sky. Don't you want to be the monster they say? Rise with bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough?
It all has come to this. The day of retribution. It all has come to this. I will have my revenge.
Yeah, in the fear you made a celebrity. A halo will let your planet right out of me. My mind is a weapon programmed for prime time. This gun is a god that prays to the headlines. Come on, kids, raise your guns to the sky. Don't you want to die in infamy? Rise with me. Come on, kids, raise your guns to the sky. Don't you want to be the monster they say? Now, rise with me. Rise with me. Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? Bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Don't you know it's not enough? It's not enough. It's not enough. It's never enough. Oh! Yeah!
Yeah.
Woo!
I was waiting to see if there was like, if it was a breakdown and there was, or if that was the end.
It's like, oh, wait for it.
Yep.
And the whole nother song comes in.
Wait for the drop. Anyway, oh my gosh. Buzz and Zach from Dead Animal Assembly Plant, thank you guys so much for coming on the show
Oh my God. It's
tonight.
so much.
What we're gonna do, and I wrote in chat, but definitely give them a follow on Spotify. You know, as musicians, and when touring is gonna open up again, right? People just look at our numbers, right? And they're like, should I pick them for this tour? I don't know. Look at their numbers. What are their numbers compared to this band, compared to that band? You know, not, you know, and it's all about a numbers game. So the best thing you can do to help out any musician that you admire or like or want to help succeed or continue to have success is to follow them on social media, because that's where everybody looks. So I try to encourage everybody to do that. It helps us way more than you realize.
Yeah, word of mouth is still like so vital. I mean, it's so instrumental still, word of mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just throwing that out there for everybody. Please follow them on Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. Why not, you?
Yeah.
But anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna raid. I like since this is a music show, I always like to raid another music show, and I'm on a team of other musicians called Saving Music Live, and it's a charity organization that once a month we do a big long stream promoting different charities in support of music, like we did one for music education. There's always a new music charity that is supported by it. So Christy Kate is streaming right now, and we're going to take our audience over to her because she's a part of that team, and you guys should join too. You guys would be awesome. If you did.
You mentioned that last about this organization. I was thinking like, how do we get?
We got to get you on that. I'll get you on their Discord. You sign up on the Discord, and we'll totally keep in touch about that. Okay.
That would be brilliant. Thank you.
Awesome. So I'm gonna get the command ready here.
Thank you, everyone in the Twitchverse.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
And just it's easy to remember. Our new album comes out March 26th, same time as Mr. Jason here.
Same as mine. So you know, listen to some Southern rock, and then jump over and listen to something really heavy.
We also have actually late next month our friends Mothmeister. They're like these Belgian surrealist photographers. They have an art book coming out, and we actually did 9 like soundscape exclusive tracks for that can be included with their art book. So it's like more like weird, you know, like nightmarish drug music.
All right, and that'll be available next month.
Yeah, late next month. So yeah, busy month for everyone.
I know. Well, we got to keep busy, right?
Oh my God, you gotta just wither.
If we're stuck indoors, we're gonna, you know, leave us to our own devices. We'll keep putting stuff out. But anyway, thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you soon. And thanks everyone. Have a great night.